let me just text her. Let me send her a text. And so I sent her a text. I said, Lisa, please stop telling our mutual friends that I'm lying about something. There's plenty of stuff I could say about you. So she then took that and posted it online. And from that point on, I was pissed. I was fuming. I was willing to mitigate any resources necessary to smear her or get my revenge. The situation that went down in private is I slept with somebody I shouldn't have. I put myself in a position that at the time felt like the right one, but now knowing where this is all led up, would I go back and change it? Absolutely. But I want people to have an understanding about who I am, how we got here, and why the situation is so personal to me. Mind you, me and Lisa live 11 minutes away from each other, might I add. So that could be a shocker to some people. We literally live in the same neighborhood. She's 11 minutes away. So we're not strangers. I mean, I live in LA. Yes, Patrick Somrs is my real name, but I grew up in Salt Lake City, Utah. Like, I come from a town where I was a minority. I know what it feels like to be singled out, to not be asked to prom simply because I didn't look like anybody else, or not feel like I was attractive simply because I didn't grow up around people that were, that looked like me. So I wasn't necessarily what people in Utah found attractive. I was adopted at the age of 5 into a well-off family. So I've grown up, not having to struggle. And so, my personal mission in my life and in my family's life is, if you're put in a position to where you don't have to worry financially, you do what you can to provide for your community. My dad lives that way. My mom lives that way. I live that way. I graduated high school at 17 years old, went to college, early, got married really early, divorced early, and I was just getting ready to launch a nonprofit called A Friend in Me, which was going to be focused about tackling the homeless epidemic here in Los Angeles, trying to follow in my father's footsteps. And a month before this happened, I was called a fraud. I was called a liar. I was told that basically to millions of people, that I didn't exist. So,
okay, Patrick, can I jump in 1 second? I'm gonna let you talk. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Thea from Your Moms Are Watching. He's not LDS. You're not Church of the Latter-day Saints. Are you, Patrick?
Yeah.
Oh, you are? Okay.
I'm like a Mormon 2.0. I live my life very clean. Like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I rarely am that. But, I'm not judging anybody. I mean, I'm gay. So, I mean, gay and black and Mormon. So I don't really have much room to judge people. But,
right. And I understand you guys are getting impatient because he wanted to give you a backstory. And I think that's important as to why he did all this. But I think that if you just start by, I guess you were going to maybe apologize or say that that some of this wasn't true, and then kind of say why. How about that? I feel like people are getting bored with the backstory, which is not fair.
No, it's fine. No, I understand. We're here for the entertainment. No, I owe people a huge apology. Honestly, it was a personal situation that I slept with somebody I shouldn't have. I was going to say, growing up in Utah and then moving to LA and getting that attention, you put yourself in positions that I guess you normally wouldn't put yourself in if you had gotten that. So I slept with somebody I shouldn't have, and Lisa found out about it and thought I was lying about it through our mutual friends. I sent her that text message and said, hey, stop telling, our mutual friends that I'm a liar. Like, there's plenty of stuff I could say about you, and I will. And, she took that and used that to her advantage, wanted to make it look like it was sent from Kathy Hilton, probably, to push her storyline, posted on her Instagram story that Patrick Somrs isn't my real name, I'm a fraud. So I reached out to my resources, and I have friends that work at TMZ, Page 6. So I had them run negative stories about Lisa and things that weren't true. It was my way of getting back about, how dare you, tell millions of people and use that power advantage that, I don't exist or that I'm not real. And it was really personal to me because I was just getting ready to launch my own nonprofit. And so I just also gone through a bad breakup, and this was something that I was doing on my own, and it was really personal to me. And then to have somebody so publicly say, you're not real, a fraud, I was fuming, like beyond. So yeah, I mean, I gave and reached out to my, resources and had them run stories, negative stories about Lisa for months and months and months. So and per se, she wasn't lying when she said she wanted somebody to look bad. I think she knew that I was paying people to run negative press about her for
Okay,
a private situation.
so that's the first thing, was you planted negative things, and then of course you started this whole thing by saying that you were on a reality show, House Husbands. That's not true, correct?
Yeah, well, I knew in order to kind of get back at Lisa, I was going to need to
Right,
stay relevant, right? Keep people interested.
right.
So that is what I was doing, was, keeping
Okay.
people interested at
Pe-
my expense.
people really want to know if you slept with Harry or not. I think I know the answer, but you can answer that yourself. Did you sleep with Harry Hamlin?
I slept with somebody I shouldn't have, knowing that they were
Right,
in a marriage. And I
right.
put
Okay.
myself in a position that I would not put myself in now. But,
Right.
I can't go back and change it. I have to own it. And this is what I'm doing, is I'm owning it. Like
Okay, but are you owning? But you're not owning sleeping with Harry Hamlin, right? You didn't sleep with Harry Hamlin. Let's just say that. If you're gonna come clean, you got to come clean.
no, I
You
did.
did not sleep. You did
No, I
not.
did.
I know.
Yes, I
You did
did.
not.
No, I did.
You
Not,
didn't.
I did. I did. And Lisa felt like I wasn't being honest about it. She thought I was lying. We have a mutual friend. Our mutual. I've told you our mutual friend about.
I know who
So
your mutual friend is, but I 100%, a million percent don't believe you slept with Harry Hamlin. I do
yeah, people
not,
don't
and
have
I
to.
feel
That's the thing, is, to be honest, people don't have to believe anything that I'm saying. At the end of the day, like when I go to bed, I know exactly who I am. I know the life that I live, and I know the mistakes that I've made
no,
or whatnot.
I know, but
And
when I talked to you before this call, you told me you were gonna come clean about everything. But I feel like if you're saying that you slept with, well, all right, okay, we'll get back to Harry. I just want
yeah.
to know how the sex was. No, we'll get back to that in a second. First, so Kathy Hilton didn't pay you to do anything. Let's just say that, right?
No, and the truth is, I actually had Kathy's number. I know, believe it or not, the DMs are very much real. I had Kathy's
Right.
number. We hadn't actually ever texted privately, but I had obviously, reached out to her the day, when I sent her a DM and said, hey, I was telling her lies basically to try and make Lisa Rinna look bad. So I did that all on my own because I wanted to, it was my way of getting back, because for somebody to go out and call me a fraud, oh, it wasn't going to fly with me. And then as far as the bot scandal, a mutual friend
Okay.
of ours, wait, can I just say this?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, a mutual friend of ours had made me aware that she had sent that private DM to Reality 16 2 days before it was even posted or made public. So somebody was in my DMs and said, hey, this is starting to circulate. So I knew that eventually it was going to be pinned on me either way. So I lied and took accountability for it, only so I could say, oh, Lisa made me do it. So it was my way of
Right. Got
of
it.
screwing
That
her.
totally makes sense. So you did not send the bots, and Lisa did not make you send the bots, so none of that happened. And
No,
then
no,
what
she didn't.
about, right, okay, that's good to get that out of the way, because those bots were really disgusting, and I wouldn't want you to take credit for it. It was really horrible. So I mean, and also, like, even just taking credit for that, it doesn't make you look good, because it's you took credit for something that was horrible. So that was a sad moment. I felt like that was a sad moment in some of the things that you've done. I feel like that was like the lowest moment, because it's so those trolls were bad. I don't know who sent them. Who knows? It could have been Nicki Minaj.
And
That's what
honestly,
people
I
are
don't
thinking.
care. The private situation that happened between me and Lisa, she knows what it
Right.
is. I know what it is. Our mutual friends know what it is. At the time, I had no reason to lie about anything. So if I'm telling our mutual friend something and it gets back to Lisa, and she's telling other people that I'm lying my ass off about it, and I have to go out of my way to text her privately and say, you better watch what you say about me, or I'm going to spill a whole bunch of stuff about you. Now, was that an empty threat? Yeah, it was an empty threat. Do I know all of this dirt on Lisa? Not per se, but yeah, I was threatening her. How dare you call me a liar to our mutual
Right.
friends? So, um, I was willing to
No,
do
of course,
anything.
of course. And then obviously you didn't go to the reunion. We know that, right? You didn't go to the
So
reunion.
actually, this is the truth. So people want to know, did I
Okay.
hire Ronald Richards? Is he a pro bono attorney?
Right.
He is not pro bono. I have paid him thousands already for nothing, for private DMs, reaching out to filter Zack, threatening to bankrupt him. Yes, it's true. I said it wasn't true. Yes, Ronald Richards did email him and threaten to bankrupt him on behalf of myself. So he's not lying about that. It's true.
But Ronald Richards, I DM'd him about you. I mean, I feel like Ronald Richards is not your hired attorney. He's not your hired attorney right now. He's not.
Yeah,
And he's
no,
right. He's not.
right. He's not
Definitely
representing me in any ongoing
Right,
legal
right, right.
litigations or anything like that. If something comes up, we've already spoken about it. He's, he'll represent me. He'll take me on. But any
Right.
legal counsel, I have already spoken to him about. That's why I've been able to come out with these outrageous claims. The foundation of this whole situation is somebody using their personality to spread false information, knowing that there is a power dynamic there, right? You're going to go ahead and say, with somebody with 8,000 followers, they're a fraud, they're not really who they say they are, he's a paid actor, right? There's a power dynamic there. So legally, that's already that foundation, right? Of being like,
but right,
yeah.
I get it. But Patrick, nobody knew who you were. It was so confusing because
Right.
you were lying a lot, which you're admitting
Yeah,
that you lied a
100%.
lot. So,
Yeah, 100%.
so somebody coming out and saying that you're not who you say you are, you can kind of understand why they would say that because a lot of what you said weren't true.
Wait, well, no, there is really no excuse for it, right?
Right.
When you are a celebrity, you have an obligation.
Right.
That obligation isn't to send thousands of people after somebody, right? You do with what you do with your celebrity is what anybody would, is the expectation that you make people fall in love for who you are. So it really rubbed me the wrong way. And I was willing to go to any lengths to smear her.
The thing is, I get with Lisa that you obviously have a huge grudge with her, whatever it is, even if it's just watching the show and not liking her. You don't like Lisa Rinna. But like, what about No Filter with Zack? I mean, I understand he said mean things about you, but you said mean things about him. You were going to sue him, but you think you owe him an apology because you don't have Ronald Richards retained to sue him. So maybe,
well, actually,
to kind of mend some of these fences.
Well, here's the thing with online Zack is that, or whatever his name is, I don't really know his name, but
his real name is Zack, I believe.
Yeah.
I think it's Zack. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not going to apologize. I felt like things were said about me that were so nasty, right? That almost grounds for defamation. But you're saying you've done all of this background information, that I haven't been featured in Wall Street Journal, that I haven't been in Forbes, which are all lies. I mean, I could post a link to the Wall Street Journal's articles I've featured in my, Forbes profile that has since been removed for whatever reason. So you're coming with and saying you've done all this backstory, right? But you really haven't, or at least not to the due diligence you think you have, right? So, when somebody makes a bold statement like that, for me, all grounds are off. I owe a lot of people apologies. Can Lisa sue me? No, she can't. We couldn't even sue each other. If I wanted to go after Lisa, I don't have grounds for a lawsuit, right?
No, nobody's suing anybody, but you said you're going to sue Zack, and I feel like
no, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it because this is the thing, and I'll be 100% honest.
Yeah.
He just really rubbed me the wrong way. Like, I had read thousands, thousands of things about me, but whatever he said genuinely rubbed me the wrong way.
Right, so, of course. I get it. You 100%. Really did not like him, and he didn't like you for a reason. But the point is, like, now that you're supposedly coming clean, don't you think that you should at least apologize to him because you said you were going to bankrupt him? Like, don't you think maybe...
Ronald Richards said that on behalf of me.
Right, but
I didn't tell him that.
It's the same thing, I feel like.
Well, this is the thing, right, is you have to have assets to bankrupt somebody. I know that Zack lives in downtown. I know kind of more than he thinks I know about him. I don't even think we could bankrupt him even if, he doesn't own property. So it was an empty threat on behalf of Ronald Richards and myself. There was really no merit to it other than to scare him.
Right.
So,
that's what I thought.
So if he wants an apology, I apologize.
It's not that I'm sure he doesn't want one. I was just trying to say that maybe you owe him one. I'm sure he doesn't want an apology. I just wanted to say that maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So fine. So you're not suing him. That's not happening. You definitely didn't send the bots, which is good. I personally do not think that you slept with Harry Hamlin, only because that would honestly, and you know this, you would really, really have to post some sort of
this is the thing,
really
is
amazing
that
receipt on that one, because no one's gonna believe you.
Our Raya text messages, right?
Right.
You can't. I was on the Raya waitlist for almost over a year. It's a very private community, especially in Los Angeles. I think the acceptance rate is 4%. So I'm not going to screen record something and get myself exposed. I want to, of course I want to, date somebody that I feel like, I would pair well with. And Raya is filtered like that. So
I understand that you want to sleep with him, but I just don't. Okay, so here's my thing is, I came on here because you said you're going to admit to everything.
Yes, the text is real.
I know, but you said you're going to admit to everything, and now I just feel like now I'm on this live, and now I'm like kind of perpetuating you saying that you slept with Harry Hamlin.
Yeah,
and now,
no, that's fine. And you can log off. The truth is, I have no reason to lie.
I just feel bad.
Like,
I just feel bad because I don't want anyone's marriage to be ruined, and I don't want, if
when you're in an open marriage, it's kind of hard to ruin it. When you're in an open marriage, it's kind of hard to ruin things. You can, if you want to leave, you can leave. But
no,
I'm not
a reason coming for you. I'm just saying that I feel like I don't want to be. That one's disturbing to me. So anyways, fine. I really still want you to come clean on other stuff, just because there was okay, like when you said those mean things about Crystal and her eating disorder, you're sorry about that, right? You have to be. That was really mean. Eat a cheeseburger when she has a serious disease. I had an eating disorder. It's a serious thing. It really is, for real, because it's not something you can control. So it's kind of that one was kind of low.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, what did I have to lose? I mean, I was saying things for shock factor and shock value to continue for people to talk about me, so I could continue to smear Lisa. So of course I'm going to say whatever at anyone's expense. I mean, so it to me, was it empty? Yeah, I was talking out of my ass. Would I walk up on the street and say that to somebody? No, that's not who I am. But the people that know me, my friends, my family, everyone in my inner circle knows exactly who I am. So any online opinions about myself, they don't weigh on me as much as I think that people think they might. Like, it's funny, it was a whirlwind of a ride.
They should weigh on you, Patrick. Though you should feel like badly when you put something out there in the universe that's damaging to people like that. No, I'm not saying the dumb big lies and all that stuff, like that's your game, I get it, but like little things like that you don't mean. Crystal never did anything to you. It's not
well, besides make a shady comment, no, like, it's really not that deep.
Right. I just don't want you. I mean, if you're like a good guy and you're a nice person, then I feel like you should apologize for some of the things that you did that are like unnecessarily mean. Like that one was unnecessary.
Like, okay, let me just say this, right? To me, at the end of the day, this is based in real life. Like, this isn't for show. This is my real life, and it was a real situation. So for this to be weaved in with the show, was I using it to my advantage? Oh, hell yeah. If Lisa is going to go ahead and do this, why on earth wouldn't I take that and go ahead and run wild with it? Like,
right.
So at that point, it was just all bets were off for me. Like, I live in LA. There's a certain way life works here. Reputation is a very important thing, and it's something that people hold. It's a very high standard. It's a very valuable asset to have. And for me, I felt like when she did that, I felt like it was just almost, I mean, it's a little dramatic, but my world was crumbling down. Like I said, I was on to doing stuff that I felt like was meaningful to me. And I felt like that was railroaded when I was told that, I didn't exist or I was a fraud. So at that point, it was just whatever. And like, I don't live my life watching reality TV. I know that there are people that think that I'm this huge Housewives fanatic and I sit around all day and just watch whatever. No, to be honest, I don't really watch the Housewives. I think it's funny. I see memes, but I'm not this diehard fan of like X, Y, and Z, and I'm coming out with these lies. And if you have to really think about the statistics, the odds of me and Lisa living 11 minutes away from each other, the same neighborhood, me having access to her phone number, the connection there, it's really not that wild. It's not like I'm living in Minnesota and, coming out with that I've done all these things with Lisa and it's all this or that. Like, it's just, so I want people to actually look at the facts here and look what could be true. I mean, I own my shit. Like, I'm sitting here owning my shit. I'm not asking for anyone to believe me. And the truth is I really don't care. Like, it's not weighing on me, but this has gone on long enough. And I have to start moving on. Yeah.
Someone's asking, you didn't know Lisa would be alone when you texted her. You just texted her and then she got it when she got it, right?
She was already asleep, right? I texted at 9:30. I know she was already asleep. That was the first thing she woke up to. So I don't know what it feels like to wake up to this threatening text messages, right? But it really wasn't that threatening. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to stick somebody on you, keep my name out of your mouth. It was very petty, like, say something about me, I'm going to say something about you. So
I guess it just when you're a celebrity, it freaks you out when you get a text on your personal phone from someone that you've never never talked to before.
Well, no, we know who we are. We know who each other are, right? And she kind of wanted to put that final nail in my coffin. She knew that I could come out and say whatever, and whether people believed me or not, people probably, honestly, if I was coming out with the same information that I'm coming out with now, people would not hold any value to it. It would just be like, who the fuck is this? He lives in LA. Great, right?
Right.
But now that this has gotten to the level that it's gotten at, I kind of have more, I wouldn't say credibility because it's kind of been thrown out the window with all of these twists and turns, whether it's for
it was weird that your name wasn't in her phone. I mean, obviously you guys weren't friends that texted each other, because if you were,
right, absolutely
you
not.
Didn't.
Yeah,
you got her number. Not. You got her number from her friend or from wherever, and you texted her.
Friend. No, we had never gotten tea. I knew she was telling my mutual friend that I was not being truthful about some, the information that I'm saying now, and at the time I had nothing to gain from it. Like, should my friend went and said something to her about it? Probably not, but that's privately with me and my friend. We've talked about it. It doesn't even matter, really. But it was something that should have never been made public. Like, we would not be in a situation, and I own it. Of course I paid Daily Mail TV.
He's definitely admitting that they did not know, they were not friends, like, with their phone numbers in each other's phone. He's admitting that, because if you did know her, she wouldn't have been that freaked out. She'd been like, oh, that Patrick kid's texting me. She was freaked out because she didn't know who you were, and it came to her personal phone.
No, she didn't know who I was.
She didn't know who was texting her. She didn't know who was texting her. She had no idea.
I don't think that. I don't think when she woke up that morning, right, that she was like, "Oh my God, this is from Patrick," right?
No.
I don't. I mean, and was like, "What the hell is this?" Right? And then after she posted it, came forward, deleted it. Right? I know my mutual friend had already spoken to her about it and said, "What are you doing?" But it was beyond that. It was feeding into the conspiracy theories to push her storyline for her stupid show about, Kathy Hilton paid me, I'm not real, paid actor. It was all just too much, and at that point I was willing to get my revenge. So
yeah, I mean, what I was hoping to get out of this live, which I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get, is that you would just say, like, listen, I wanted to slander Lisa, I wanted to ruin her reputation, so I did all this and I lied about everything. But I guess you're 100%. Not right.
No, yeah, 100%. Based off of a personal situation that should have been kept personal. I don't think what people realize, and I can't connect this directly to Lisa. Are
you Jay Omac, or somebody keeps asking, who's Jay Omac? I don't know. Who is that? Is that just
no, my middle name is James. I mean, if people, it's Patrick James Somrs, so I don't know if people are connecting it to that, but yeah, see, look. So yeah, I'm not Jay Omac. I mean, that's a cute name. I probably look more like a Jay than I do a Patrick, but no, it's not my real name.
Well, he definitely says, because I'm just kind of reading people's comments as we go on. He definitely says that he lied about a lot of things. So I figured it would be good to get on here so that he could say that the bots and he didn't do, and that he didn't go to the reunion, and that he didn't know Lisa. But I guess you're still saying you know Lisa, but whatever. You guys weren't friends like you had each other's phone numbers.
100%. Yeah.
And the Kathy
stuff he says, the truth is.
And the Kathy stuff he says is not true. Someone's asking, right? Kathy Hilton never paid you.
I absolutely texted Kathy, and I absolutely said Kathy that lie. Oh, 100%, to make Lisa look bad too. Oh, 100%.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I did do it. Yeah. And I did it with ill intent.
Right. Totally. Okay. Well, all right. So, I mean, I guess I'll let you go now. Do you want me to let you go so you can talk and tell your backstory
Yeah,
and
yeah. There
people
are
can
people that
listen?
are asking, yeah, that is really my dad. Like,
That,
there's somebody asking, is my dad really that hot? Yes, my dad is a cute guy. I mean, we look nothing alike. I'm adopted, so we wouldn't, favor each other. But yeah.
hold on, read this, Patrick. What about the HH message? Oh, the message that you posted on Twitter. Oh, the
Oh, let me
message
say
that you
one thing.
posted on Twitter.
The text messages with Denise are very real. Was I feeding her a whole bunch of bullshit? Yeah, 100%. But
Oh,
they weren't photoshopped. They were real. You could probably ask
I
her. She'd
believe
probably say, yeah,
I
yeah.
believe that Denise DM'd you 100%. She wants to know what the heck is going on and how could she, what part Lisa played in it. I did not believe
Right.
those. Those are real DMs. People think it's so easy to like fake DMs. I'm like, I'm not sure it's that easy when you screen record and stuff. I mean, that's just what it is.
Well, I mean, and the truth is I did pay. He's no longer my assistant, but yeah, I had my assistant draft up, fake DMs from Lisa, like with this, to push that, yeah, she hired me. Other than that, all the DMs have been very much real. No, I didn't meet Harry on Grinder. I don't use Grinder. That to
Yeah,
me is
this
a little
is a
bit
weird.
too.
I was wondering this too, and I asked you in the pre-phone call. I did wonder why there aren't any photos of you and people online. That's why people think that you're not who you are, because
Yeah,
you don't have pictures of you and people, like everyone, and even like other people don't have pictures of them and you. Even the girl I talked to said
yeah,
she went to high school with you.
yeah,
She doesn't have pictures of you. I'm like, why are there no pictures of you with anyone?
yeah. And I'll
Anywhere,
explain.
anywhere.
Yeah, let me explain. Like I said, I grew up in Salt Lake City, Utah. Growing up, I didn't look like anybody else. I didn't get asked to prom. So I grew up with this heavy weight of self-esteem of when I looked in the mirror, I didn't like what I was seeing. So I filtered and still filter every photo of me that goes out. Even in my adult life, it's something that weighs on you, I think, from your
Right,
childhood,
but regular people, the other people do post pictures of you, even though you can't control everything.
No, I absolutely can. Of course. Of
Oh,
course I can. Yeah, 100%.
okay.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's really not that serious, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's, I approve what goes out and what doesn't. If I don't like something, like, I'm not going to post it. If I don't like the way I look, I'm not going to post it. So
Right. Okay.
I see Zach commenting about me saying something about his looks. I don't have an excuse for it. It was
Yeah,
petty. Was it out of line? 100%.
that was
He
terrible.
was saying things that just weren't true about me, saying he did his due diligence. And for me, like, I was pissed. I was annoyed. And honestly, when you're gay and you're getting a hate like that from another gay, personally, it rubs me the wrong way. So yeah, I 100%. Yeah, I mean, I was ruthless with him, and it was almost. I don't know if it was uncalled for, but yeah, I mean,
But yeah, because it wasn't just that you were making fun of his looks, you also told him you were going to bankrupt him. So all of that together, you could understand. I
well,
mean,
what my attorney says is what my attorney says. Ronald Richards is one of the best attorneys. He's been a practicing attorney for over 35 years. So if he's saying
yeah,
something, I know he's not saying anything that would potentially be, you know, this huge, oh, he could get sued for this or that,
right.
So, yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, you're sorry to Dak. Let's say you're sorry for saying mean things about him and for not, and for saying that you're suing him when you're not. So we could say that. And then,
Well, okay, let me just say, I had Ronald threaten to sue him on behalf of me. I personally didn't reach out to Zach and say I was going to sue him.
right. Okay. And he's not your actual attorney. Patrick admitted he's not his actual attorney. He's on a retainer. He hasn't retained him for anything. He would if he had a reason to, but he doesn't have a reason to, right?
Yeah. No, I did have him pay. No, I did pay him to draft up the cease and assist. I
Right,
knew
right.
going into this reunion, I wasn't willing to take the chance of Lisa going on a nationwide platform and just being able to spew X, Y, and Z so that she could get a storyline for next season. So I hadn't dropped up a cease and assist. However, it didn't need to go out. As you know, I knew somebody that was working on production. My name was not brought up at all. I can 100% confirm. Anything pertaining to the situation will not be spoken about at the reunion. It's a huge liability for the network and for Lisa herself and for myself ultimately. So it won't be addressed. So if people are expecting to tune in to, this live, it's just this reunion and think that, the Patrick story it's not going to happen.
Right. Definitely not. Yeah. Do you want to talk to Zach? Should he come on the live?
He can come
Yeah,
on in. He
nobody
can come on in. I will invite Zach in if he wants to come on
invite
in.
him in. Invite
Yeah,
him in.
100%. Okay, hold on. Let's do this.
And then did we? Oh wait, I have one more question. You posted DMs between you and Harry Hamlin on Twitter yesterday.
You mean
Okay,
text
here's
messages,
Zach.
right?
Yeah, right. Were those
Yes.
real or fake? No, they were
Right.
not real. Come on. Okay.
The text
All right,
messages?
yeah, between you and Harry.
Oh,
Come
no.
on. Those are not real.
Unfortunately, honestly, I'm not willing to lose my Riot membership. I had to be referred by 4 different people, and I was on the wait list over a year. And people say I'm a clout chaser. Yeah, abso-fucking-lutely, I'm trying to hook up with somebody on Riot that, you know, is doing nice and successful, 100%. So, yeah, I'm not going to lose my membership and get banned for, you know, not obeying their guidelines.
Hi,
Zach, you can introduce yourself. How are you?
Hi, Zach.
Hi.
What's
Is
up?
there anything you would like to clarify now that you actually have me face to face, or is all the shit you were talking about me, do you still stand by it?
That's a good question. I
Patrick,
feel like
he's handsome. Look at him. How can you talk about his looks? Look how handsome he is. The bone structure.
Yeah, he does have a good jawline.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Like, I will apologize for taking low blows, but at the end of the day, your due diligence and your, you know, verification of the information you spread about me simply isn't true. What you don't know is that the Wall Street Journal articles that I were featured in are paid subscriptions,
Post
right?
the link. Post the
Yeah,
links.
I
Oh,
will
you
post the
posted
link.
screenshots. Hold on. You posted screenshots, but you also posted screenshots of tweets that I proved were false. So if you really were, in these
Okay.
publications, post the links. Let
I
us
will.
see the 3 times that you were in the Wall Street Journal, and then I'll believe you, and I'll say,
Okay,
that's
bet.
actually true.
Bet.
However, you've had 0 receipts, and all the receipts that you've ever posted have been doctored, have been fake, and have not been proven
Okay,
true.
are we adults here? Are you going to let me speak? Are you?
You've had 20 minutes to speak.
Well, it's my live. Is it my live? I think it's my live.
It isn't. All you're
Okay,
doing
great.
is feeding
So you're
more
gonna-
lies.
Zach, why the fuck do I care if you believe me or not? Like, that's what I'm saying. You hold
Then what
zero
is the
merit
point of doing
to
this
my
live?
life.
If you're trying to prove that you're not lying, then what's the point of doing this live right now?
Honestly, it was me coming clean about everything and owning my shit. But if you're going to turn it into this, like,
So come clean.
Jerry Springer
So
show,
come
then,
clean.
like,
We're waiting for you to
did
tell
you
the
not
truth
just hear
about
the
anything.
first 30 minutes of this live? Like, you think you're doing
I
something
mean,
right now?
I
You're
listened
not.
to 30 minutes of bullshit. I listened to 30 minutes of
Talk.
bullshit.
So if you don't want to listen to me talk, hop off my shit and then let me carry on about my shit.
Talk. Give us your.
Wait,
The issue is, hold on.
Patrick,
The issue is, hold on. Let me get this out. The issue is, we've heard you talk for months with 0 receipts and 0 proof.
Yeah, that's true. No,
that's true.
Well,
you
the truth
said
has been iffy.
you said you
The
were
truth
admitting to lying, so you have to do that, Patrick.
Oh,
really?
did I
You
just
said
say
it.
that?
You were gonna admit it.
Yeah.
Well, if somebody's on here that you lied to or lied about, then you've got to say sorry to him if you're gonna admit to lying.
Well, what he's not saying
also,
is that what he doesn't know is that I was future.
Can we make sure? Hold on. Can we make sure this live gets saved? Please make sure you save it to your account, because there's a lot of stuff that he's already incriminated himself about, and I already have my attorney texting me over
Zach,
a lot
you
of
don't
the
have
shit that he's
shit.
already reviewed.
The attorney that I can forward and the attorney that you can forward, let's go head to head. Let's go toe to toe, and I'll spend as much money as I need to send your ass.
I don't want to fight with you legally. I don't care to engage with you.
Great,
I don't.
So then why your attorney this from who? Who's representing you? What'd you get him off of? Freeattorney.com? Like, cut your shit. You're on my live, talking to me, asking questions about me, and if you're not going to respect me, then hop off my shit.
I'm just saying, let's make sure that this was screen recorded, because I'm not the only one that can sue you here. You've incriminated yourself a lot.
Go ahead.
In
Who's
this
gonna
live,
sue
so I
me
just want to
based
make
off
sure
of
that
live?
it's saved.
Who's gonna
so
sue
that
me when she lied about me and told 3 million people that Patrick Somrs wasn't my real name? I'm a fraud. My attorney has already addressed it from Ray Quinn Abaker. That's the law firm. We've already gone over, presented the evidence, emails, phone calls. There isn't, me or Lisa, if I wanted to cash Lisa out for millions, I couldn't even do that. I don't even think I would probably I wouldn't get a dime from her. Neither, she couldn't get a dime from me either. It's a whole bunch of just back and forth. And honestly, you know it. Ronald told you the lines of what you can do online. It's very gray. It's not black and white. It's not like it's online stuff, especially when you have all of these third parties chiming in and reposting X, Y, and Z. So it's very gray.
That's why I know all the accusations you made against me to threaten to sue me, extort me, and bankrupt me were all false. You didn't have a case against me.
Right.
Well, will you confirm? Did Ronald send you that, or did I send you that?
You said in this live earlier that is being saved. Thank you. That is being saved right now. You said that he said it on your behalf. You said that more than once in this live.
Yes,
and if
yes,
it's
that's
saved,
true.
then we can pull those.
But did that email come from Patrick Somrs at iCloud.com, or did it come from Ronald Richards?
If you want to throw Ronald Richards under the bus right now, you can go.
No, you're trying to tell me my attorney. No, what you're trying to tell me is that the attorney that I obtained is threatening that he was going to bankrupt you. He didn't say that. Ronald threatened to bankrupt you because Ronald threatened to bankrupt you on behalf of me for the lies you spewed about me, which were proven false, by the way, and the shit you decided to say about him 3 weeks before that. And he included that in the email too. He addressed a separate thing that you spoke about him, which was slander.
So then why were you saying he said this on my behalf? You said those words came out of your mouth, and this is being recorded.
And I said I'm going to sue the shit out of you and bankrupt your ass and make you spend so much in legal fees. I honestly, I really was going to, but then I was like, it was a waste of money. It was really a waste of money on my behalf. Me and Ronald were kind of just DMing, and we were just like, should we move forward? We're not gonna get anything. So it's either to make a point and cost me a whole bunch of money, or to scare you. And we scared you enough to where you personally reached out to him. I didn't even have Ronald reach out to you.
I reached out to him to confirm whether or not you were a client, which he never confirmed, by the way.
Well, he's not. And
unless I'm asking him to release a press statement, on behalf of me, then he can come forward. But
you admitted that he's not.
No, but that's why I said that was my email to him was, can you confirm, is Patrick Somrs a client? Are these threats to extort me on Instagram? Is this real? Because you said that I have the screenshots of it. You said you were going to force me into a settlement.
I threatened to bankrupt your ass. 100% I did. And I fucking got Ronald Richards, an A-list fucking attorney. Hell yeah, I fucking did.
You got him to DM you.
For the lies you decided to spew about me. For the lies you decided to spew about me and discredit all of the hard work that I put in for years. I graduated high school at the age of 17. Like, I worked my ass off to be featured in Wall Street Journal.
Listen, all my credits are on the internet. You can Google me and see all my shit. There's nothing on the internet. There are no Wall Street Journal articles on you that are available.
Can I get an apology? I want you to come back on this live when I post a fucking link to the Wall Street Journal.
Post them and I will eat my words.
Long ass apology for the shit that you decided to confirm, which is not true, by the way. What you don't know.
What did I say that wasn't true? I said that you grew up in Salt Lake City, which you confirmed was true. I said that somebody from your...
No, you said...
What did I say that was not true?
You said I wasn't featured in Wall Street Journal false. You said people I went to high school with...
There's no proof of it. There's no proof of it.
You're too cheap to pay for the Wall Street Journal, which is $3.99 a month. You didn't even fucking look. You searched up Patrick Somrs Wall Street Journal, nothing came up. My name and whole segment is listed under pandemic job losses, or I was giving like this whole information spiel about how the pandemic and the job market affected.
Spit the receipts out.
I'm going to. I'm literally telling you. Did you just not ask me like this what to confirm is true or not?
No.
And then you decided to say no. And then what you decided to say is go online and say that the people I went to high school with said I was this hot mess.
That's what they said.
That's the truth. Reach out to somebody. Tell them to look in a fucking yearbook. Tell them to look in one yearbook where my picture is on that shit. Why? Because guess what? I worked my ass off to graduate super early. I didn't walk. I went into college, was studying to be an environmental attorney. It didn't work out. It wasn't something I was interested in.
Love your stories. They're great. They've worked out for you great.
Well, yeah, they're going to work out great when I post the article that literally says Patrick Somrs was studying to get a degree at Weber State University for environmental law. Then what are you going to say? You're going to look like a fucking fool. The moral of the story is guess what?
Okay.
I had the money to get Ronald Richards to threaten your ass. And 100% I fucking did with a smile on my face. You hopped on my live wanting an apology. And you were going to get one.
I didn't want to. Hold on. I did not want an apology.
I told you he didn't. I said you should apologize. I said you should apologize to him. I don't think Zack needs.
I'm not apologizing.
But listen to me. You're on this live to admit
that's
to lying.
That's the person he is. Deflection, no accountability, nothing.
Yeah, I am
claiming he slept with Harry Hamlin.
He's
still claiming he slept with Harry Hamlin.
Fucking great. I fucked the shit out of him. He fucked the shit out of me. It was fucking Amazing.
Where did this
and guess
happen?
what? You wouldn't know about it, and neither would Thea, and neither would anybody else besides me, my friend Lisa, and whoever was involved in the situation prior for it being made public.
Where did it happen?
I fucked
when
a lot
and
of
where?
people.
When and where did this happen?
October, and where? It was at the Wall Storia, so in Beverly Hills.
I thought you were, all right, how about we cover stuff that you did lie about, and we'll just go through that, because I told you I don't believe you slept with Harry Hamlin. I will never believe
the truth
that.
is you don't have to. If I'm sitting here saying, guess what?
Of you
Lisa
guys
Rinna,
fucking,
go ahead and sue me for saying I slept with your
happen.
husband. Go ahead and sue me for, and then guess what? Then I'm willing to lose my Raya membership and come out and be like, okay, look at these messages, this or that, right? But like,
you've already revealed it and said and talked about Raya.
No, but
that's
also
one of the rules that you're not allowed to talk about.
The truth is guess what? Why hasn't she sued me? Guess what? She can't. Only she knows what was told to her through my friends.
To be honest, she hasn't sued you because no one can find you because you're like a ghost.
There's no information about you on the internet.
No,
there's
that's
nowhere
not true.
to
Any
serve
practicing
you.
attorney can
There's
tell you there's a database. No, any practicing attorney.
There's no
Zach,
database.
You want to know what I know about you?
True.
Guess what? You want to know what I know about
true.
you?
There's no
I had an
database.
attorney look
That's
you up.
not
I had an
true.
attorney look you up. You live in downtown LA. Guess what? You don't own a car because when I had them look you up, we couldn't find an auto loan on you. So guess what?
I don't own a car. I've been honest about that. I've admitted that on my podcast. I Uber everywhere.
But Patrick,
why are you even digging up information on me?
Patrick,
how is that even relevant?
Patrick, do you know how you found that stuff about
you
Zack?
made that information public, but when I had to do a search on just your, what's up?
No, but the way you found that stuff out about me, nobody can find that shit out about you because there's nothing out there.
Yeah, because guess what? I pay my cars in full, bitch. I don't own a fucking auto loan.
I don't want a car. What is that even an issue for you?
But
why is how I live my life your issue?
You don't have a phone registered to
your
your
guess
name.
What? You're
here.
No, Zach. This is the thing. Is you're here talking about, and the truth is, you were talking about me. Do I care who Zach is in this world? No.
Clearly you do, because you were threatening to sue me and posting screenshots of my face all over your Instagram stories.
You said you care about Zach. You said he got to.
What? I don't find you attractive. That's just my personal opinion. Now, whether or not should I have gone on and like said that to hundreds of thousands of people? No, but I'm a petty bitch. 100% I am, and I own my shit.
Do you?
I just said I called you ugly.
I don't remember you saying that, but okay.
All right.
Ugly. I think I made fun of your teeth. Teeth is a huge thing for me. I love a pretty smile. I paid thousands of dollars for mine. I bleached way more than I should. Yeah, I was being petty. Was I taking low blows? Absolutely, because I didn't appreciate the shit that you decided to confirm as facts about me when, and then,
I did not say they were facts. I said these are things that people revealed to me. I never claimed they were facts. I said I had sources that revealed this information to me, and this is the information I have about you.
Patrick Somrs, Wall Street Journal.
I
don't think.
Patrick, nobody can find anything about you.
Okay, what about your fake Forbes article? That was totally Photoshopped. There's no proof of that.
No, it wasn't a Forbes article. It was a Forbes profile because last year I raked in over $235,000 and I registered an LLC. So I submitted me to be registered as a CEO of my LLC for tax write-off. That's why I donate so much to charity. The LA Mission, you can confirm my donations. You know I've donated thousands of dollars to LA Mission. Guess what?
I don't know anything about you.
And for tax reasons, I do it.
None of us know anything about you, Patrick.
Nobody knows anything about you.
There's no phone number registered.
Why would you? Why would you?
Because a lot of
people
did to me.
You also said you don't care about me, but I never spent the time to invest all this information that you clearly dug up on me to spend the time to figure out that I don't own a car when I've already been very open about that.
I just don't sit on my ass and sell repackaged wines and housewives wines like you do. I own a fucking business. I know what it takes to run a fucking business.
What is your business?
Well,
Please tell us what your business is.
Honestly, I just have an LLC for tax write-offs for when I donate to charity. I think I owe like $32,000 out of pocket this year in taxes. Why am I paying that?
Patrick, that's a good question. What do you do for a living? For real. You said you were going to come clean on this. What do you do for a living? For real.
Okay.
Just don't even think about it. Just say it.
You want my honest truth?
If you work at Starbucks,
I don't have to work. No. Yeah, I work at, I don't have to work. Zach probably can confirm. I'm very fortunate enough. I don't have to work. Like, not very many people can say that. I was brought up in a household. I was adopted into a family that I'm thankful for every day. I don't work. Like, I don't have to work. What do you mean? Well, it's just Patrick Somrs LLC.
What is the name of your LLC?
It's Patrick Somrs LLC. It's literally my first and last name without the E.
So
you can go on California.gov.
If I look up Patrick Somrs LLC, I can find that. I can find Patrick Somrs LLC.
I'll post it. You know what? I'm gonna post the link to my LLC, and then I'm gonna post.
We can do this live right now. Let's look up Patrick Somrs LLC.
I would love it. Patrick, I would love if we could find one thing about
one
you.
Thing.
One thing.
While you're at it, go type up Patrick Somrs WSJ right now. There you go. Do that while you're looking at my LLC. I've
already done that.
Patrick, what about
what's the first thing that comes up for that shit?
What about your address? Can you give us your address? I need something.
You have to have a business address, don't you? Yeah. What is your business address?
Well, it's registered to my home. Yeah, it's 5750 Hollywood Boulevard, zip code 90028. Unit number, I'm not going to give it away because for security reasons.
5750 Hollywood. Okay. Well, you live right near my brother. You guys can hang out.
This building's brand new. I think you probably it's right across from the fire station. Yeah, it's super brand new. So yeah. But
if someone were to serve you with legal papers, what address would they send that to?
Do it right now, and I'll take you head on.
No, it's just a question. It's just a question. It's a question not for your personal address, but business-wise, if somebody wanted to serve you with papers.
I only own an LLC for tax write-offs. It's the smartest thing to do.
So it's not a real business.
Well, no, but at least I don't package resold wines like you do with just a cheap little logo on it.
I don't package it. I have a partner
that
does
right. Okay.
No, you don't.
Everyone's allowed.
I literally looked into it, Zach. I had my assistant look into that shit. It's literally a business that other people use. All you're doing is reprinting the fucking label. That's not a fucking business. I don't even think you can tell me what the unit sells for. Other than what you sell it as is your merch.
You just told us that you don't work, that your family pays your bills, and you're gonna get on Zack for trying to.
Doesn't have a real business.
I didn't say my family pays my bills. I said I'm very fortunate enough to not have to work.
So who pays your bills?
You said you were adopted into a wealthy family.
Does Harry Hamlin pay your bills?
No, I wish. Are you kidding me? I wish. No, the truth is yes, I grew up well off. Would my parents ever pay for my shit now? Not unless I was homeless. Like, my parents aren't like that. My parents are you make it on your own or you don't make it at all. Unfortunately enough, I have made it on my own. Now, what I do, yes.
Made what on your own? You haven't given us a business. You haven't given us a salary. You haven't given us anything.
So fucking what? I did wealthy man. And guess what? I'm fucking great doing it. That's it. Paid for my Benz in full. $50,000. Guess what? At least I fucking can. At least I'm not sitting my ass on the fucking internet spilling off about some information about somebody.
That's all you've done for 4 months.
Wait, I feel like Patrick is the male Erica Jane. Is Patrick the male Erica Jane? Is this what we're coming down to right now?
He wishes.
You're the male.
No, I wish. No, honestly.
He wishes he were that relevant.
So
why else would
my live? You're on my live. What don't you get about it, Zach? You're watching me. Like, you've been talking about me. Now, when I wake up in the morning, am I thinking about, oh, let me look at Zack? No, but what I did do originally was, who the fuck is this confirming this accurate information? Let me go pay a fucking attorney to do this background check on him and see what's up about him. So,
no.
Did I fucking do it?
Yeah, wait, hold on. So you hired Ronald Richards to do a background check on me?
No, I went through somebody else. Ronald Richards, honestly, I think I reached out to him originally. Yeah, I reached out to him originally to be petty,
so
right?
Who did you hire to do a background check on me?
He used a service online service, legal Zoom. Ben Bear.
I wish it would have been cheaper. It was $450 fucking dollars. I wish it was legal Zoom. No, honestly, that's how I was able to see you. You don't carry an auto loan. You live in downtown. I mean, I was able to see. That's it. I don't think we saw. But there wasn't much. I mean, it's not like you're like.
But how come we can't find that out about you?
Exactly.
Because my shit's paid for in fucking full.
No, but
I'm just smart with my money.
My
shit's paid for in full. It always has been. It always will be. And guess what? What I do for a living, how I make my money, is nobody else's business. What you should be concerned about is.
I understand.
Then why is my shit your business?
You're talking about shit that doesn't even fucking pertain to you. You wish you knew Lisa Rinna. You wish you were
You inserted yourself into a situation that's public, and how do you not expect the public to then have an interest in you? And you have nothing. Your LLC is not real. You've admitted it's not a real business.
Can I wait before you go ahead and
Patrick, when's your birthday?
Because if you don't want me to sue your ass right now, I suggest you say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Those are words that came out of your mouth.
I'm petty enough to sue his ass for once again, saying information that isn't fucking true. No, I'm a Libra. I'm not a Capricorn.
Patrick, the live chat wants to know what your birthday is.
Patrick, 10-06-01. 10-06-01. I'm a Libra. I love it. I have Libra energy.
Okay, why is your phone not registered to you? Why is your phone not registered to you?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, my assistant handles phone calls for me sometimes, but...
Why do you have an assistant? You don't even have a real business.
Because I need help.
To fuck Harry Hamlin? Allegedly.
Probably. I don't know. You would probably like to know that, but instead you're too busy running your fucking mouth about people you don't even know.
Okay,
so,
you can't.
Like you
can't
even know.
Yeah, but the thing is, Zach, the thing is, you live in LA. We live 15 minutes away from each other. If I took that 401 down, I could drive it right onto your fucking street. So you know, in LA, the connections that you make, the people that you know.
Is that a threat?
Show up to your shitty ass fucking apartment as if I'm gonna fucking spend my gas and drive to what? To do what? Come on now, really, Zach?
You literally just said you know where I live and you can pull up to my building, and I was just asking you to confirm whether or not that was a threat that you just made against me on the internet.
But legally, yeah, no, I'll say it now. Yeah, I will sue your ass. He keeps it up. I'm gonna fucking sue him. And
what am I?
I'm gonna do it so that he has to obtain an attorney and spend a whole bunch of fucking money just to respond to the shit that I'm gonna fucking do. So that's it.
Listen. I don't want to have a legal issue with you at all, but you continue.
Why do you keep going out and about saying things that aren't true? Okay, would you look up?
What did I say that was not true? What did I say that was not true? What did I say that was not true?
Well, that I wasn't featured in WSJ. But you can look up my LLC.
I said there was no proof of that. I said there was no proof of that. And I just Googled it. Hold on, sweetie. I just Googled it. Patrick Somrs, WSG. And nothing about you comes up.
What comes up? Pandemic job market. What comes up?
No. U.S. defense officials. Martha Stewart throws a birthday bash. More companies expected to share executive tasks. Unknown writer achieves literary hit. South Africa and Congress. There's nothing about you.
No. Show me.
Okay, hold on.
Because I Google myself all the fucking time.
It's right there, baby.
Everybody stop talking. Patrick, my friend, a very good friend of mine forever and ever is on here, which I can't believe she's even on here because I worked in Hollywood with her. And she is saying that you are not on Raya. And also she's saying you have 8 aliases.
She is? What's her name? I'm going to sue her off.
No,
I'm not on Raya, but I have the app. I was on the wait list.
So you're not on Raya. So you didn't meet Harry.
I am. Oh my fucking god. Okay, can I
get? You just said you're not.
Yes. No, I was repeating what she said. Can I get somebody in this live that referred me to Raya? And guess what? I'm not even gonna fucking text their ass either. I'm gonna pull them in and say, well, honestly, I think you're not even supposed to say who's on Raya or not because I think it's against their guidelines. But
you've already revealed it. You said that's how you met Harry Hamlin.
It is, and guess what? I'm on fucking Riot because I can be. I was waitlisted for over a year. I knew somebody.
But why did she just search? Okay, then is it another name because she can't find a Patrick Somrs in Riot? Is what I'm saying.
She's going on the explore page and just searching by occupation. She's either where you put in doctor or attorney. Very few people have access to Raya. You can't do it that way, especially because it comes to settings. If I swipe on you on Raya,
she's on Raya for sure. This girl, I worked with her in Hollywood.
You can't just search up people like that. You either have to go click zoom out on the map and click the locations.
Wait. Can she look up Harry Hamlin to verify that Harry Hamlin's on Raya?
No, you're not hearing me. On Raya, it's a huge privacy thing. I can't see somebody unless they swipe on me or vice versa. That's it. Or if you zone in on a specific, or you zoom in on a specific area. No, you can only search if you're into NFL players or doctors. Occupation wise you can, and then it pulls up a list of people. But I'm listed under entertainment. I know. I don't know why. I think I did that myself when I originally applied for it. I'm not in entertainment. But either way, $20 a month, right? $20 a month even when you get accepted. So is it a waste of money? I don't know. But I fucked Harry Hamlin on it, and guess what? Proud of it too. You wish you could do it. You didn't. You wish you could have access to Lisa Rinna's phone number. You don't. You probably wish you had mutual friends. Once again, you don't. And you're in here talking about my life, talking about me, and spilling a bunch of lies and bullshit.
Let's not lose focus. You came on this live because you wanted to come clean, because you want to be on Raya as a legitimate person. You told me this on our before chat. You said I want to be on there as legitimate, so I'm gonna come clean to stuff that I didn't tell
legitimate. Guess fucking what?
No, I know you're legitimate.
Nothing has been legitimate. Nothing in this life has been legitimate or honest.
I'm just saying that
it's true because you keep spilling a bunch of lies about me that aren't fucking true.
What lies?
You
Please
get
tell
off.
me what lies.
Did you not go on fucking Twitter and say that I wanted to jack off to your nudes? You wish that's what I was doing.
Oh god, that was a joke. And I didn't say jack off to my nudes. I said you were probably gonna jack off to my coverage of you because you love attention. So at least get it right.
No, that you said you slip me a nude and add me to your pornographic Twitter circles. I'm sorry. That's not my. That's probably what you do to pay your bills. That's probably what you do to pay your bills. But
okay, listen to me.
You know how I pay my bills. Apparently, I sell cheap wine.
Patrick,
by the way, anybody that's watching, you can go to nofilterwine.com and order my wine, my cheap ass wine.
Okay, Patrick.
Repackaged and all, sold out the fucking corner store. I could release one that says I fucked Terry Hamlin tomorrow, be on the shelf. Fly off like
do it. Then you would have a legitimate business. You would have any business.
Guess fucking what? I use it for tax reasons. It's an amazing tax write-off.
Wait, Patrick.
I'm sure the IRS is going to love that.
Patrick.
Yeah, guess what? It's a loophole, and I take advantage of it.
Patrick.
Guess fucking what? I set aside 10%.
Patrick,
I set aside $3,000 a month just for taxes so I could pay it in full at the end of the year.
Patrick, I have to tell you something important. This is really important. Focus. My friend who's on Riot just told me you're not allowed to say that you hooked up with someone on Riot. They'll kick you off. So you need to take back the Harry Hamlin thing right now. Because I know Riot.
Guess what? I am fine with or without Riot. Like my life, it isn't pinned around a stupid app.
Okay, but I mean, I'm just saying that I don't want you to get kicked off of there. It's cool to be on there. So how about we just like cancel that Harry Hamlin story right now?
No, the thing is this is the thing, right? Is people want to say whatever and whatever about me, and they have no reason to say if it's true or not. Me and Zack live in LA. Thea, you
got
live in LA.
upset about what I said because you said it wasn't true. So how
because it's not. Because you're saying things that
you still have not said one thing that I've said that is not true.
You said I wasn't featured in WSJ.
Oh my God! You talked about that 10 times. I never said you.
Did you not just ask me for examples?
There's no.
Did you not just fucking ask me for examples?
Next topic.
I'm
There's no proof of it.
Okay, let's say that you were.
So
let's say that